Hello everyone, my name is Christian and welcome to my hobby blog. I am very excited today because I got a pretty awesome mail haul that came in today. And I've been slowly building up a little bit of a haul kind of stack for the videos. And after today, it's like, can't get any better. Uh, I have the Arrow sale coming in at some point, I think later this week. I have the Severin DVD clearance aisle blowout, whatever they called it. So I took part in that. I ended up getting 18 DVDs, two of which are duplicates because I fucked up and I don't put any responsibility on them unless they don't respond. But I was warned ahead of time that Severin does not really respond to accidental duplicates. And I assume that's because they've already made the money and they don't want to get it back. They don't want to pay the shipping, especially for a $5 DVD. All the DVDs that I got were $5. A lot of them were movies that I don't really want. I didn't really want the Blu-ray of, but so I have that coming. And then I have the Shout Factory or Shout Select sale coming in, which I only got like one box set and like 3 movies maybe. I went pretty light on it. There weren't really many releases I wanted from that label, but I got what I needed. So, without further ado, the first kind of thing I wanted to show off was my t-shirt I got today. So, this is from Wheel of Time. This is Agonor's Endangered Creatures Sanctuary, and you see the double dragons here established in the Age of Legends. So, if you don't know, Agonor and the Wheel of Time is a dude who is really good at biological processes and creating disgusting monsters. So if you've seen season 1 of the Wheel of Time, the Trollocs and the Myrddraal, he created those. He's created many other monsters too, I think. Me and the Road to Tavalon people, who is where I got this t-shirt from. I won it in a sort of live stream giveaway, so I'm very thankful for them. And I think I can say that we both love the Jumawa a lot. They're a specific type of worm that Agonor created, and it's just hanging out in the Blight now. I don't think we ever see one in the main series. I know there's a baby Jumawa that gets kind of revealed in the short story that Brandon Sanderson wrote that ended up not being published in the final book, A Memory of Light. So that's kind of my first thing I wanted to show. I got that in the mail today. I walked to the grocery store, and so far nobody has come up to me saying, "Luz Theron, your end has been met." I don't remember what Agonor tells Rand at the end of The Eye of the World, Book 1, but that's kind of his big moment when Agonor first shows up in the series. And he's a lot of fun. I love Agonor. I hope we get some really fun scenes of Agonor creating the Shadow Spawn. That would blow my brain. That would be really incredible. But now on to the actual movie haul that I'm sure 99.9% of you are here for. The first sort of mini stack that I have here will be a trades stack. So I'm going to start differentiating between purchases and trades because I think especially for this haul, I really scored well. The first movie that I wanted to show is one I had on Blu-ray for a very long time, and then I got rid of it. I don't know why. I had a 3-pack of this movie, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and The Shining. The Shining I never cared for, honestly. I feel bad for saying it. But I really love the techniques used in that movie, but not much else. I think the characters do not evolve, if at all, in the entire movie. Maybe Danny, the kid, but that movie I just have never cared for. So yeah. The other movie that was in that set is a personal favorite of mine. It's not the best that Stanley Kubrick has done, but it's one that is really fucking good. And I think Malcolm McDowell makes this movie. And if you don't know yet, this is A Clockwork Orange on 4K. And it also comes with the DVD, so I'm very happy, or a Blu-ray, so I'm very happy about that. I don't know if the digital code has already been used, but this is a movie I love. I read the book way back in late middle school, maybe the first year of high school. Watched the movie immediately after and loved both of them. I haven't seen the movie since, so I've been really needing to revisit this one. But I love the cover, by the way, of this one. A lot of the 4Ks that have come out from, I think, MGM, whatever, Warner Bros., this company, have looked awful. I can't think of any examples, but this was probably one of the few that looked really good. And I remember a lot of people echoing that sentiment. So that is A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. Here's one that I'm very excited for because this is an out-of-print Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray that I have been hunting down forever. And I got this also from Cultflix Fix, who has been on the channel many times. We just recorded our 17th episode of the Withering Watch Pile. But he did not like this movie, from what I understand, and he had it up for trades. So I said, fuck yeah, I want it. It's a Paul Schrader film. I know nothing else about the movie, but this is Patty Hearst, probably one of the most sought-after slipcovers in Vinegar Syndrome history that isn't Action USA, Tammy and the T-Rex, Spookies, whatever that motorbike movie is. Raw. It's not Raw, but it's an R somewhere in it. But Paul Schrader is a director I have been really meaning to get into. And I know this is supposed to be like a thriller type of movie. I don't really know all too much about it, unfortunately. But Paul Schrader is a director that many people like. Many people have been hounding me to start watching some Paul Schrader films. And the fact that I was able to score a slipcover of it, I'm very happy for. So thank you, Leon, for trading these with me. I don't remember what I traded for them. Oh, Sex World. And I know I got rid of Sex World. That was kind of the big one that I wanted to get rid of because I saw it, I enjoyed it, I guess, and I knew I was never going to watch it again. So someone else wanted it. I wanted as many people to see it as I could, so I went ahead and traded. These next 4 movies are a trade that I did with friend of the channel, Josh. I would say 3 of these movies I've always wanted for quite a bit. And one of which I got for completionist's sake in terms of the label. So the first movie I got from him is a movie I have been meaning to revisit for a very long time. And this is a Clive Barker film starring David Cronenberg. And I've seen this movie before. I love it. But it's been a very long time, so I can't say that I still love it. That's why I traded for it, because I wanted to revisit it. If I love it, I will attempt to find the limited edition. But for now, I will have to be happy with this standard edition. This is the film Nightbreed, which is a favorite in the horror cult films sphere. This movie is disgusting in its makeup. David Cronenberg is a great sort of villain throughout this movie. I'm reading the back of it, trying to just remember, but I honestly barely remember much from it. I remember loving it because I was into David Cronenberg for the first time around this point. I was watching Scanners, Dead Zone, Videodrome. I was rewatching over and over again at this time. And when I saw this at the library, at the UNCG library, I was very happy. So I grabbed it. And now here I am again. So maybe I'll do this as part of a some sort of Withering Watch Power episode. I don't know which one yet, because this next one that we are going to do next week is label box set showdowns. I don't know what to call it yet. Basically, we're each going to choose our label and a box set from it, and we're going to watch all of the films on it, and then sort of have a competition. And so Nightbreed, I think, would be a great movie for a different topic, but let's move on to the haul. Here's another trade that I got. It's one that I have been really wanting to watch because the director Yasuzo Masumiro is a director I've been really getting into lately. I think he did Giants and Toys, and that movie I loved. If you haven't seen my review of it, go watch it. Not right now. I mean, you can watch this video no problem without watching it, but I am so happy to finally have this. I completely forgot that this movie was in the Arrow collection. I kept bypassing it in the Arrow hauls that I would do. So when I saw this in the stack, I said, that one, I want that. And so I have it. If you don't know who Yasuzo Masumiro is, he's an amazing Japanese director from like the 50s into the 60s. I believe he did some 1970s too. I'm trying to see what year this was made. 62. So that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about this movie's story. I don't look up stories when I'm doing hauls, unless it's Vinegar Syndrome, because that means I'm going to be sold on anything they say, and they'll make it sound a lot more interesting than it actually is. So with other companies, they're pretty good about it, but it definitely reads as like a Wikipedia copy and paste, more like. So that is Black Test Car, which I don't know if I even held this up, but this is Yasuzo Masumiro's Black Test Car. This is a very famous kind of Japanese thriller, from what I know. No, it's not. Well, I guess it's an espionage thriller, so which is a little bit like how Giants and Toys was. So we'll see how I think of that. And here's the other trade I got from him that is a total completionist side of why I got it. It's not one I don't think I will like at all, but it's shot on video, and it's a Saturn's Core movie. This is a movie that was, I guess, heavily inspired by the Columbine shooting, and even the name of the school, which I'll say in a second, is very reminiscent of the name Columbine. I don't know why I got this, but Duck, the Columbine High Massacre. This is shot on video. This is going to be a movie I think I will hate, honestly. But I have every release now by Saturn's Core. This has been a company I have been really enjoying lately. I have loved like 90% of the movies they have done, except for Backwoods Marcy. I almost traded this and got rid of it, but I noticed I had quite a number of the releases. And I'll just go ahead and say, if anybody has the slipcover for this, I will buy it. Don't make it crazy expensive. Don't be those asshole eBay scalpers that are asking for $80 for a slipcover. Don't do that. But I am looking for the slipcover. So if anybody has it, and if anybody wants to trade for it or sell it, let me know. I really want it. I want a complete Saturn's Core slipcover collection. So for the final trade that I got this because I just seen Punk Vacation, and I did not care for it, mostly for the fact that Vinegar Syndrome did not package in subtitles. And I just could not watch it. I was particularly angry that day. I don't know whether it was because of work or just low output on the channel, but I was like, I'm not finishing. I watched like 20 minutes of it, turned it off. But I traded that in for probably one of the best films of all time. Is well, a lot of people say. Again, if you've seen my review of Solaris, I'm not somebody who loves the films of Andrei Tarkovsky, but I love the dialogue around them. I love watching the special features on the releases. I enjoy talking about the movies, but I don't actually like sitting there and watching the movie. They are much too slow for me. But I really wanted to revisit this one. This is one that is deeply personal to the director. And this is one that I think will very much benefit from a rewatch and a re-exploration. Maybe I'll do a review on this. I don't know. The Solaris one was totally spontaneous. I watched the special features. I was like, I want to talk about this right now. So that might be the case with this. But this is the film Mirror. This is a Criterion Collection edition. This is one that I will go ahead and say I have seen every film of his, except for Nostalgia. I think that's like a short film that's like impossible to find. But I have seen all his films at this point. And this is one that I remember enjoying more than the other ones. I mean, of course, Solaris is my number one Tarkovsky film. I love Stalker. I love all the behind the scenes surrounding it, of how everybody got infected with cancerous, like, toxic fumes from nuclear waste after the Chernobyl disaster. And I'm trying to think of another movie that I really like by Tarkovsky. I did not care for Ivan's Childhood. I know that one is probably the most personal of his. I did not care for The Sacrifice. Again, this was 2016, 2017 when I was on the Tarkovsky train. Stalker had just come out on Criterion around this point. I remember having to wait until halfway through July of that year for it to come out during the half-off sale at Barnes & Noble. But this one was probably my third or fourth favorite of his. So I'm excited to revisit this one. That is Tarkovsky's Mirror. Okay, now on to purchases. This is going to be very exciting. I have roughly every label represented here. I'm reordering everything so I can more easily grab it. But I guess we will go through sort of my Orbit haul, my Orbitdvd haul. I did a big A24 haul, basically, from Orbit, because I love A24. There are a lot of films that I really treasure and just have really connected well with the characters, or even the setting, the mood, the vibe, I guess, the cinematography, everything. And this is one I have not seen. All the other ones I have seen, but this one is one that has been so hyped up this year. It's one that I am desperate to watch, but again, everything behind the computer here is all my stacks of cannot watch yet. I have to watch everything in there where the TV is. Well, not everything, but about like half of the table's length. I take another stack and I move it. But this is the film Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And this is a movie that I've been highly anticipating. I meant to watch it in theaters, never got around to it. But I love Michelle Yeoh, and she is just absolutely amazing in everything she's in. I can't recall off the top of my head what she's been in, but she's in a lot. And I've seen a good number of them, but all I know is that this movie is a multiverse type movie. Probably done a million times better than Doctor Strange, but I cannot wait to watch this. I may just skip and just ignore my little rule. That way I can watch this movie. This is one that I've been waiting a while for. Ever since I heard the kind of description from when this movie was being filmed. The next movie I got is one I got because I love the Safdie brothers. The movies make me want to have a panic attack and shoot myself in the head. And that's the best feeling to get when you're watching a movie. And this is the movie, not Uncut Gems, which I already have the criterion of, but this is the film Good Time. Probably the most miserable of the films. Uncut Gems is like very panic attack inducing, but this one is so sleazy and so just scary from every point of view. Robert Pattinson is a big slime ball in this movie, and his poor brother has to put up with him. And because his brother has special needs in the movie, he cannot stand up for himself, so he's just being dragged around by Robert Pattinson through every horrific experience you can think of. But this is Good Time by the Safdie brothers. Can't wait to revisit it. I'm sure I will want to die afterwards. The next movie I got is because I love this director a lot, and I actually just got another film of his in this haul. But this is the movie starring Robert Pattinson again and Willem Dafoe. This is The Lighthouse. I can't wait. I love this movie. I saw it when it first came out back in like 2018, maybe 2019. And it blew me away. I love his other film, which I'll talk about later. But Willem Dafoe is an actor who I think has a lot of range. He is in superhero films. He's in weird shit like this. He's in great dramas by Martin Scorsese. He's in recent action movies outside of like superhero movies, like in John Wick. He's in so many movies, and he just tears it apart every time. And this is one where it's two of these dudes sitting around in a lighthouse, and they yell at each other the entire movie. And I love the dialogue in this movie. This director knows how to make dialogue just so well. And the director, of course, is Robert Eggers, if you don't know. And he is amazing in everything he does. I think he has a new movie coming out, and it looks insane. This is the final A24 movie that I got. This is one I love, but I have no idea what happened in this movie. I remember a lot of it. The issue is I don't know what was happening in the movie. It's very subliminal, subtle, weird. I don't know how to describe it, but this is the film by Osgood Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins. This is the film The Black Coat's Daughter. This movie is amazing. And of course, I grabbed all the very depressing, moody, kind of horror movies in this list, or in this haul of A24 movies, but this is where A24 really shines in everything they do. And this movie, I don't remember really anything about in terms of what the movie means, but they stay at a snow enclosed dormitory for a short winter break, and they end up summoning demons, or there's some weird thing going on. But this movie's great. Even if I can't really remember what went on in it. But this is The Black Coat's Daughter, directed by Osgood Perkins. Okay, I'm really thinking about leaving this one for last, because I'm just absolutely excited for this one. I think I'll just do it now, but this is the film that I have been hyping up for many years to everybody I know in the shot on video craze. And this is the film that has been impossible to find. I used to have a shitty DVD pack that contained this film, along with the great movie called The Aberdeen County Conjurer, Burning Dead, and then I heard Old Man was really good. And that one's another shot on video classic that is lost to time. But this is one I thought would never get a Blu-ray. And the new label, who I have full loyalty towards, is the label Visual Vengeance. And this is, I think, the 4th release. I just looked. Oh my god. It contains a new commentary track with the director. This is going to be a really fucking special release for me. This may be my favorite release, and I just keep talking and keep hyping it up, but this is David Raskovich's, I don't know how to say his last name, film, Suburban Sasquatch. I have seen this many times. I know this movie front and back. It is lovely. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, shot on video weirdo movies. It's a creature feature. It's all about a suburban Sasquatch that is getting angry about suburban sprawl. And he is killing people left and right. And it is buffoonery throughout. The special effects is absolutely awful. I don't really know what else to say about it. This movie is horribly made. It is a no-budget film, and I can't wait to go through the special features. It comes with a new commentary track. It comes with the Riff Tracks commentary track. That's a mouthful. This is going to be one that might be one of my favorite releases. This one is so important to me. And maybe that's surprising to people, but this is a movie that has really set me on the shot on video kind of craze. If it wasn't for Suburban Sasquatch, I would not give a shit about shot on video. But with how awesome that this movie is, and how sort of eye-opening this movie is, this movie needed to be released on Blu-ray. This is the first time. So, Suburban Sasquatch. I absolutely cannot wait. This next movie I've already seen, and I did watch it, kind of cheating my system, because I really wanted to watch this Tobe Hooper film. Will, who is a friend of the channel, he did a recent sort of like a 2-parter live stream with Disc Connected, talking about Tobe Hooper and then reacting to recent announcements. And before the Tobe Hooper one, I was like, I need to watch one more Tobe Hooper movie. And so I watched this one, and this is released by Kino Lorbe. This is I'm Dangerous Tonight, which contains a feature commentary track with Will, and also Christopher Wolfde, who also kind of edited the Tobe Hooper book. This is a great movie. The more I think about it, the more I love it. It's a TV film, so it's not for everybody. But at this point, with how many movies are released, and so lovingly released, don't let that get in the way of your enjoyment of this movie. This movie stars Anthony Perkins and also Mädchen Amick, who is in Twin Peaks, and I love her in it. I'm always really happy for her when she gets away from Leo Johnson, because he is an awful person. And then he goes with good old Bobby Briggs, who is the most David Lynch character I have ever seen in a David Lynch movie. But this movie's really good. I don't have my full thoughts yet. I'm still kind of digesting this movie, watching more Tobe Hooper movies, reading more, especially from the American Twilight book. So one day I will do a full review, I think, of this, probably after the commentary tracks. Okay. This next haul is sort of my pre-order multi-monthly 88 films haul. All three of these, three of them, I pre-ordered many months ago. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And then the final one that I'll show is one that was holding it up, all of my pre-orders. So most of these have come out a month, maybe even 2 months ago. But because I pre-ordered it with something coming out in, I think, August, they just did not ship them out. So I completely understand them. I don't have any issues with it. I just should have had more, I guess, foresight in that regard. But this is the first one. It's a Shaw Brothers horror film, is what I gather from the front. But this is the film Human Lanterns. And it's directed by Chung Soon. I don't know that director. He is not on the big Shawscope Volume 1. Volume 2 just got announced. And so I'll be getting that probably next paycheck. I don't know. But I'm excited for this. I mean, it's Shaw Brothers. It's 88 Films. It's going to be a great release. I'm very excited for this one. The next one is one that everybody was telling me I had to get. And it actually feels really good in the hand. I don't know why it is that way. But it's a Yuan Bao film, which Vinegar Syndrome just released one of his films called Righting Wrongs. And this is directed by Corey Yun. So this is the film Hero, which looks to be a action-packed, adrenaline-inducing film. I've heard this one is very popular in the Shaw Brothers lineup. So, yeah. He's also in... Oh, there's a spelling error on here. I think. Yes, there is. Oh my gosh. So it's supposed to say Takeshi Kaneshiro. But on the back here it says Takeshi Kaneshiro. I don't know if it will zoom in. But you can kind of see it. This is so hard. Oh, right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Takeshi instead of Takeshi. What a blunder. I'm never buying 88 films again. I'm not that critical. I understand. It's not as bad as the Arrow ones, where they have an entire incorrect spines on them. Like on the, I think it's on this side. On the Vengeance Trails, 3 of the spines are the same. So I'm excited for this one. Not to go on that tangent, but Hero is a movie that, at least the remake one, I love a lot. And this is the original one. So we shall see how different it is. But, oh my god, I just read on the back. This fabulous remake of Chang Che's classic, The Boxer from Shangtung. If you don't remember or you did not watch it, me and Cult Flicks Fix 24, we did an entire episode about Shaw Brothers. And that was a movie that we both watched, and we both put it as our number ones. This is going to be a really great movie. It's a 1980s version of it, which will be fun. 1997, never mind. I'm older than this fucking movie. Okay. I hope it's good. That is Hero, a remake of Boxer from Shangtung. Oh my god, I can't wait. Now we're going on to the limited edition 88 films that I got. 2 of them are big, thicky boys. This one has Chow Yun-fat in it and Maggie Chung. That's really all I need to know. I'm not even going to look at, the back or anything, but this is the film directed by Lam Nai Choi. I hope I said that right. The Seventh Curse. And this is a big boy. I'm excited for this one. Chow Yun-fat, Maggie Chung. I just watched a movie with her called Rouge, directed by Stanley Kwan. And that movie was incredible. I loved it. I just watched it yesterday. But that is The Seventh Curse. Oh my god. I'm going to have to really take my time not to watch it. It will take a lot of discipline to not watch it. But this is one that I got because it was really hyped up and sold out very quickly. So I somehow found a copy of a limited edition. I apologize, but this is a Donnie Yen focused trilogy by 88 Films, I believe. I think it's 88. Yes. And this is the films called Tiger Cage 1 through 3. Apparently, none of these movies relate to each other. There's a page on Instagram that I follow. Her name is Carmen Tao, I believe. She does a lot of Asian cinema kind of based story posts on Instagram. And she had a whole thing about the Tiger Cage trilogy. And I commented on it, and I was like, do I need to watch number 1 to watch number 2, or number 1 to watch number 3? Like, what's the relation between these films? And she said there was none. So, she says it has the same actors and such, but not really any story elements that flow from one to the other. So, I will watch them in order because my brain can't do it any other way. But for those wondering, so it's also directed, all 3 of these were directed by very classic, amazing director, Yuan Wu Ping. I've seen multiple of his movies, I'm not sure which ones, but he's a certified classic in Chinese cinema. So this is the Tiger Cage trilogy. And I have 2 more releases to show, one of which is a brand new, spanking new release that I'm very excited for. And one is an upgrade, which I'm going to show you kind of the big difference that I am doing to myself for one of my favorite movies of all time. I bought the second sight edition. It's not limited. It's a almost sold out, I guess, title of 88 Films. I hope they're doing a 4K, then I'm kind of fucked. I have to buy the movie again. But I have a shitty DVD pack of this movie and the second movie packaged together, and I hate it. It's getting scratched up. I can't watch it anymore. It's been quite a while since I've seen this. But this is the film Extro. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies, horror sci-fi movies I've ever seen. This is such a underrated classic, in my opinion. This is a movie that should be appreciated more in horror, in my opinion. And it comes with a new 57-minute documentary. I have been wondering about this movie for years. I saw this movie for the first time, I think after I bought this really shitty DVD that comes with the second movie, which the second movie sucks. Don't watch it. It is a shot-for-shot remake of Alien. Don't watch it. It is awful. But what's funny is that there's an all new, whenever this edition came out in the 2000s, but comes with a new interview with the director. And that's it on this entire release for special features. But that's what the alien looks like right on top here. It looks disgusting. It has some really disgusting body horror, I guess, sections. So I'm very excited to rewatch this on Blu-ray. I am so happy that I got this. And I have to thank Josh again, because he ordered this and the next movie for me, because he was doing a kind of hosted group buy of all of these releases here that I will show in a second. But I wanted this too. I did not realize that there were still copies of this, so I paid him extra to throw this in. So this is Extro. Oh my god. Oh my god. So happy to have it. And finally, my I don't even know what to say. My most essential movie to own in a very high quality second sight limited edition super release. I love the artwork too. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. At least it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And what really pushed me to watch a lot more is kind of slow burn horror films. This is the amazing Second Sight release that I'm very excited for in 4K of Robert Eggers' best film, in my opinion, The Witch. Look at how thick that... Oh my god, my face is smeared. Look at how thick that boy is. Oh my god, it is so thick. I don't like how it's upside down, but whatever. I can flip it back. But, oh my god. I have been waiting for a good release of this. I have the standard studio Blu-ray of it that comes with one commentary track, which is amazing. And it comes with a sort of round table discussion of a bunch of historians at like some college kind of film course that the history professors kind of collaborated on. And they just will not shut up that entire interview about how detailed and well made this movie is to convince you that this is the 1600s. And oh my god, I'm so happy to finally own this. This is a movie that I have said many times is one of my favorites. I love the absolute dread that the family goes through as the movie goes on. And the fact that there are actually witches in the forest, slowly driving them insane so that they can more penetrate into the family dynamics and just fuck with them and kill them eventually. I love The Witch. I don't know if I said the title, but The Witch is one of my favorite horror films of all time. I'm happy to finally upgrade it. The only issue is I don't think it comes with a Blu-ray of it. It may, because with the Dawn of the Dead set, which is right above me right there, that's also Second Sight 4K, and they did package a Blu-ray with it, at least for the special features. So I really hope they have a Blu-ray edition. If not, then I guess I'll hold on to my studio edition, although it's not a new restoration, supervised by the director. But wow, I've talked for a while. It's 7 o'clock. I'm ready for dinner. This is such an amazing haul, in my opinion. Lots of classics that I haven't been able to track down. A lot of new releases that I'm very excited to discover. And this has been such a good start of the week. So thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the week.